Hi everybody, this is Natasha Wilkinson, your independent Scentsy consultant from Mount Isa, Australia. My box is huge. I just had a delivery. There's actually 3 boxes here. I had a delivery and one of these boxes is bigger than me. Because it's so big and so heavy, I will insert a picture above just to show you how big this box is. Yes, it is Halloween time, which means I may have gone a little bit crazy on our Halloween collection. I did close off a party. I also had some customers' orders in here, and I also had another order which I'm going to show you at the same time of something else. So let's get started, shall we, with this unboxing. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is a 6-pack of wax which came in the other box that we're going to talk about a little bit later on when we get to the second unboxing, but that's because 2 of this 6-pack are for a customer. So she chose ginger spice and a blackberry spice, so that is going to a customer. And because I always like to bundle and save, I thought, why not just, actually 4 of them were for her I think and 2 were for me. So she also chose cashmere and corduroy and cinnamon and vanilla, so they were her 4. And I'm just trying to remember who ordered who. As I said, I like to bundle and save, so I just made up a 6-pack out of the remaining ones. So I got myself a Falling Apples and a Vanilla Cinnamon Maple. This is no longer in our clearance section. It was from last year's holiday collection, and I really enjoy warming this one in my kitchen. It's just a beautiful sweet combination of maple and cinnamon. Falling Apples is a little bit more autumny. It's the trees as they start to turn brittle and golden and fall from the tree in autumn with just a little bit of apple. If you liked from our harvest collection a couple of years back apple picking, I really think you would like Falling Apples. So let's delve into the rest of this box, shall we? So I am running low on my little bubble mailers. So these were in the closeout section of our consultant store for something like $4. So I use these to send out my happy mail in. So while they're that cheap and while I'm down to probably my last 10, why not grab myself another pack? But you didn't come here to see all the consultant goodies. You came here to see our Halloween collection. So I'll do non-warmers first, so we're not fiddling around with lighting things up. As I said, I closed off a party, so the majority of what I am about to show you here is either for half price or for product credit. And it was quite a good party too. So let's delve into the box show. You might be able to hear the TV in the background. I do apologise. My 3-year-old is curled up on the lounge, about ready to have his nap, snuggled under a blanket, watching the TV. So, first item is, now I got this mainly on product credit. I think I had a little bit of product credit left over by the time I decided what I wanted in my party. So I think I ended up paying like $3 for this by the time I used up my remaining product credit and paid the excess. A cashmere and corduroy Scentsy soap I absolutely love this product in the wax, and Scentsy have brought it with all things this season when they brought it back, all different seasons. Currently I have going open both a Vanilla Waves and a Vanilla Pear Scentsy Soak in the bathroom, so I won't be opening this up straight away, but when they're finished I will be relaxing and taking a bath in one of my favorite scents. And look at the label on this. This is absolutely gorgeous labeling. If you're a cat lover, you will love this labeling because it's got all cats playing and tumbling around. It is absolutely gorgeous. So as I said, I'm not going to open that and smell that now because I am working on 2 other open Scentsy soaks at the moment. So that will stay closed for the meantime. Now, I did pick up a 3-pack of pods. 2 of them are from our Harvest collection and 1 is from the catalogue. So our Harvest collection did come out with 3 pods. 2 of the scents to me I feel may potentially be club worthy in the wax form. The other scent will be one that speaks to your tree lovers, but I'm not always the biggest tree loving fan. For me, tree scents have their time and place in December when you're setting up the Christmas tree and you want the smell of a real Christmas tree. That's when I bring out my tree scents. I'm not an all year round type of tree scent girl, but there are some people that love their tree scents, and that's what that scent's for those that love their tree scents. But let's talk about what fragrances I got in the pods, shall we? I've got my phone here so I can basically pull up fragrant notes. So the first one's from our catalogue. I blitz through these pods like crazy every year, and then when it retires and we bring out our new catalogue, I generally buy a 3 or a 6-pack to get me through till hopefully they come back. But who knows, one day they might decide to retire this scent for good. But while it's available, I generally use this. This is my probably favourite scent to use in the bathroom laundry area, and that is Polar Bear Hug. So Polar Bear Hug is a caramelized brown sugar, blackberry jam and amber as its scent notes, but it smells so fresh and perfumey. You'd think you'd be smelling bakery, but you're not. You're smelling fresh perfume, fancy lady bathroom. It's beautiful, it's clean. She's in there getting ready for the night, spritzing her little perfumes on her. And it also reminds me of the botanical gardens, those big tubs of pot puree all mixed together. It has almost a pot puree type essence about it. So that is Polar Bear Hug. And for those of you who have been around Scentsy for a while, you may be more familiar with the name Eskimo Kiss. Last year, they changed the name from Eskimo Kiss to Polar Bear Hug. So its new name has been Polar Bear Hug for about a year now. The next 2 are from the Harvest collection. And if it wants to remember my face, I will be able to pull up the scent notes for you. So, here in Australia, we're actually calling it the Halloween collection, not the Harvest collection, because we're in our spring, we're not in our harvest period as such. So, it's just named the Halloween collection here in Australia. Let's talk about what I think will be my favourite scent. Cozy, Vanilla and Pumpkin. They are bringing out the pumpkin scents this year for us. They are bringing out the pumpkins for us, and it's singing to my heart. So fresh harvest pumpkin and warm cozy vanilla, finished with a sprinkle of sparkling cinnamon. Oh yeah. This is going, well, it's already in my club. I can't lie. I've already put this and maple rum cake in my club. This is going to stay in my club. It's sweet. It's bakery, but then you've got that little bit of cinnamon spice kind of mellowing out the sweetness, so it's not becoming too cloying or too sickly sweet. It's just a beautiful, sweet bakery. A little bit of warmth. This is why I love pumpkin scents. I'm going to have to go back and get more of these pods. Pods, pity you can't get and always get my pod in Scentsy Club. If they did always get my pod in Scentsy Club, this and Polar Bear Hugs would be with the bars and always get my pod. Definitely have to get more pods. I mean, I'm glad I've got the bar too. So, the next one, before I just want to keep smelling that one, and this video would then be 10 hours long if I did that, let's just delve into the next scent, which was maple rum cake. So as I said, these were the two I thought would be my favourite, cozy vanilla pumpkin and maple rum cake out of our trio of harvest collections. So this one could go either way for me, to be honest with you, and I do remember smelling them all at reunion, but I was smelling so much, remembering what scent went with what, how much I loved what scent. It got overwhelming trying to remember it a few months later. So it's good just to refresh and see, yes, I did like that one, no, I didn't like that one. So when I read the words maple rum cake, I'm thinking it can go either way. Maple, yes. Cake, yes. They are scents that sound like they're right up my alley. Rum, I've never been a fan of to drink or to smell. It's always had, I guess, this... I had friends that love rum, but it reminds me of how pungent that alcohol is when you're going out partying with friends. They're starting to get a little bit tipsy or a little bit drunk, and you just get that bitter sour rum note. So I've never really been a fan of the scent of rum. So if this is going to have the rum that overpowers it, then I may not enjoy the rest of it. So let's see. A little slice of heaven, brimming with buttered rum, cinnamon, sugar, vanilla frosting, and a luscious maple drizzle. Okay. So that's not bad. This is more like a spicy fruit cake, which I do love. I love a good, I don't like rum, but I love a good fruit cake or a fruit pudding. And that's what I'm kind of getting in this. The rum's kind of adding a warmth and a spice note to it, as opposed to a boozy note. So I can get by that one. I don't know, it's one I would probably keep in my Scentsy Club. It is in my Scentsy Club at the moment, the bar. But this might be one I just might pick up a few more of and enjoy, but I don't think it's one I'll keep around long term. So, they are the pods I got. Now, let's see what else is in my box of goodies. So, I've got bars galore here. Let me just put the bars with their partners, so to speak. So since we're talking about the Harvest collection, let's talk about the Harvest, or the, I should say, Halloween collection in Australia. I've just been watching so many videos and it is being referred to as the Harvest collection, so it's just automatically for me to say Harvest Collection, but I did buy the 3-pack of bars. You can only purchase the 3-pack of our Halloween collection in the bars. If you are wanting just 1 scent out of the 3, the only way you can currently do that is by putting it into a Scentsy Club subscription. So if, for instance, maple rum cake, you know not going to be a thing, but you might want to try the other 2, pop the other 2 in a Scentsy Club subscription, and then you don't need to buy the 3-pack. You don't need to keep your Scentsy Club subscription. It has amazing perks. You get discounts, you get lots of other perks, which I speak about in my Scentsy Club videos. So if you decide you do want to keep it. But if you're just wanting to try maybe one of the 3 scents, do a one-off Scentsy Club subscription. Once it ships, cancel it out. It's not going to cost you anything to join. It's not going to cost you anything to cancel. All you're paying for is the cost of your products plus shipping. So let's delve into these 3 scents. So since I'm already on even though I'm on the Scentsy pod, it's still the same scent notes. Maple rum cake, a slice of the heaven, brimming with buttered rum, cinnamon, sugar, vanilla frosting, and a luscious maple drizzle. So, based on just reading the scent notes before we open and have a sniff, I would say, and we've already sniffed 2 of them, so this is kind of a little bit cheating, but we haven't sniffed the 3rd one yet. I'd say, just based on that, my first favourite is going to be Cozy Vanilla Pumpkin. My second favourite is going to be Maple Rum Cake. And my 3rd favourite will be Wild for 4. So, but saying that, bars can smell sometimes a little bit different to pods. So the bars release your base, your mid, and your bottom notes as they're warming. Your pods are kind of they're little beads in there, and they blow the air. So they don't warm up, they don't release the different notes as your bars do. So let's smell, shall we? So this one is a lot sweeter than the pod. So where I was saying that probably wouldn't stay in my club, on top here I'm getting a lot more of that maple sweet note, which to me might end up staying in my club because I love sweet bakery scents. I am a sweet bakery girl, and this is definitely a bakery. So can I get it out to smell the bottom? Okay. And then you've got on the bottom that cakey note, that spice and cake note. So that's interesting. There is a lot more sweetness on the top here. Honestly, this is one I think that it's going to transform as it warms, and I won't be able to make up a full decision whether it's staying in my club or not staying in my club until I actually warm that one. So next one we are going to talk about is, well, since we already talked about Cozy Vanilla and Pumpkin, let's smell this one. Show me and hope that you can drag me away from this one after I smell it. So the next one is Fresh Harvest Pumpkin and Warm Cozy Vanilla, finished with a sprinkle of sparkling cinnamon. Yeah. It smells like the pod. Heaven. You get that sweetness from the pumpkin, a little bit of warmth and spice from the cinnamon, and that little bit of drizzle, that little bit of vanilla drizzle. This definitely staying in my club. So let's go to the last scent, Zoe, which is a Wild for 4. So Wild for 4 is take in towering Douglas fir, while Sussuma mandarin and golden sunflower add a new twist to your autumn adventure. Okay, so this is tree, but it's a sweet tree. This to me is Christmas. You can smell the citrus in the tree. I feel if you liked Wassail Wonderland, you would like this, but it's more tree forward, whereas Wassail Wonderland is more orange spice forward with the tree in the background. This is the tree in the foreground, and then a sweet citrus, which is that Sussuma mandarin, in the back note. So this is not as tree as I thought it would be. That citrus just brightens this up a little bit and adds a little bit of sweetness to it. So this is quite enjoyable. Not one that I'd consider to be Scentsy Club worthy, but I was contemplating, I did only get 1 pack with my party rewards because I was contemplating whether I would warm through more than 1 bar of Wild for 4. I mean, I will be doing samples with some of this too, so I knew I'd probably want more of these too, so I was thinking I'd go in and do maybe a one-off Scentsy Club order to get the extra ones, but I do enjoy that, so I just might just pick up just a couple of the full packs instead. So that was our Harvest 3-pack collection. So now we're going to talk about the Harry Potter. So I did pick up for a customer. Now, as I said, they got one of the warmers, Harry Potter warmers, which I've already put in their gift bag, but they also got a Cunning and Ambition Slytherin and a Justin Loyal, so that's going to go with their order. And you know me, I had to make that a 6-pack. So I made it a 6-pack and got some license bars for myself. So I picked up another Cunning and Ambition for myself and a Ravenclaw Wit and Wisdom for myself. I have had these before. They've both gone back into my Scentsy Club. I know Wit and Wisdom will definitely be staying in my Scentsy Club. Slytherin, I warmed in my child's room when it was out last time, so I've still got to kind of make up my mind. To me, this is the lighter of the 2 scents. And it just depends whether I can get decent enough throw and whether I'll enjoy that one enough, whether that one will actually stay in my club. But ones I have not had my hands on yet and only had a quick sniff at reunion, and from reunion I do remember really liking them, was the new Wizarding World Harry Potter. So I did grab 2 of them. So let's have a sneak smell, shall we? Sparkling citrus and green apple illuminate mahogany woods, while vanilla and a touch of amber add warmth and charm. If you like masculine, you are going to love this. This is a bedroom masculine romantic scent. It's a sexy man in your bedroom. I actually do quite like this. There's a sweetness, there's that perfumey cologne about it, but there's also a, which comes across deep and woodsy, which would probably be the mahogany wood, but then there's also almost a sweet perfumey back end note, and I think the citrus is kind of adding a little bit of brightness. This has got a lot of scent notes going all at once, but they are blending so beautifully together. Yeah, masculine, romantic, a little bit woodsy, a little bit of a spritzy brightness with a perfumey, cologne-y, musky undertone. I know I love amber scents, which is probably what's drawing me in this. I wouldn't say it's my favourite amber scent, but I think this is one I would really enjoy in my bedroom. If you liked Ravenclaw, you're going to like Harry Potter Wizarding World. It speaks to the masculine cologne-y vibe, but still has that soft. But if you find sometimes cologne scents like I do, a little bit too harsh, a little bit in your face. But these are cologne scents that I fall in love with because it does have that perfumey, soft, musky, husky undertone to them. So that's really good. So the next thing, if they're in one piece, because the lid has fallen off, the scent notes have gone flying in my box, is the Harvest Oil 3-pack. And let's just put it back together so you can see what it looks like when it comes. So it comes in this little giftable tin here, and they're a set of 3 oils. They are 5 ml each. So our large oils are 15 ml. So you're basically getting a large oil but in 3 different scents in a little gift box in 5 ml each. Now, I'm not going to lie. Generally with the Harvest oils, I tend to go back and get 2 and 3. The Harvest oils on the whole tend to be my favourite oils throughout the whole year, and it's because they generally throw in bakery scents, and we don't have many bakery oils. I think on the ones we do in our catalogue aren't full on bakery. They might give a bakery vibe, but we don't just have bakery oils. We get a lot more of the fresher oils. We get a lot more lavender base oils. We get a lot more citrus lemon base oils. A lot more eucalyptus oils. When it comes to those warmer oils, our catalogue tends to be a little bit sparing with that. So I tend to go gun-ho during the harvest or the holiday collection oils because that's when I can pick up those oils that I really, really do love. So I'm not going to lie, I'm probably going to go back and get another set if I love these. And again, I do remember smelling them at reunion, but as I said, when you're smelling this, when you're smelling this, when you're smelling this, when you're smelling this, when you're smelling all the Christmas collection, when you're smelling all the new catalogue items, when you're smelling all the oils, when you're smelling everything, your nose tends to start to get a little bit nose blind and a bit overwhelmed. So re-smelling is always good because you don't always remember everything that you do smell. And I do know by the time I got around to smelling, I think the holiday oils, I couldn't smell the holiday oils at all because all I could smell was maple rum cake and cinnamon and spices and all the spicy bars around that holiday collection. And I couldn't smell a thing from those holiday oils, and it wasn't that those holiday oils probably smelled wonderful, and they probably do smell wonderful, but I just think my nose had gone nose blind to all the sniffing. So let's delve into the oil pack, shall we? So why am I pulling up the scent notes when it's actually in the box? That's silly of me. So it comes with the scent notes in the box, and I'm trying to pull it up on my phone on the website. So as I said, you get 3 5 ml Scentsy natural oils. So the first one is apple cinnamon scone. or scone. And this is apple cinnamon scone, is baked apple folded with cinnamon, sugar, and a splash of cider. Yeah. If you love apple spice, if you love apple pies, if you love cake notes, you're gonna love this. I love this. This is sweet. You get that juice from the apple, but you also get that sweet vanilla cakey back end note. Love it. The next one is caramel cinnamon cupcake, which is a delightful confection of vanilla maple and cinnamon drizzled with caramel. It smells like a salted caramel toffee. It smells like a caramel toffee. This is almost similar to me to gimme candy, but this would go beautiful with the gimme candy as a compliment. I love this. You smell that rich caramel. That's rich, it's decadent, almost like a toffee. And the last one is vanilla raspberry potion, which is an enticing elixir of vanilla and raspberry with a pinch of Davana herb. So, this is perhaps the more earthier one out of these two. It's still beautiful. I feel like if you liked blackberry basil, you will like this one. It's got the sweetness of the raspberry, but it's also got that earthy note with it as well. So it's a little bit deeper, it's a little bit darker. So it's not leaning towards the bakeries like the other two, it's more leaning towards the earthier, woodsier notes. But that's a fantastic harvest collection. I'm probably going to go back and get another one of them, not lying. So we're down to the warmers. I have 3 warmers to show you. There's also in here a air purifier for a customer, so I'm not going to pull that out, that's for a customer. But we will talk about the warmers, shall we? So 2 warmers in this box, 1 in the other box. So, well, you can already see from behind me, I'm all things Harry Potter. I have the castle, I have Hedwig. I love my Harry Potter. So, of course, I had to pick up the platform 9 3/4 warmer. So, when we open it, you've got the magic writing. You've got the front of the train like it's coming straight at you of Hogwarts Express. Now, this is a element warmer, which means it has a heat plate rather than a light globe to work it, but I am still going to plug it in because there are some elements on here, even though it doesn't have a light globe. Most of our element warmers don't light up, but this has got some fancy elements that will light up when we turn it on. So this will probably end up in my son's room, the little boy's room. He's got a Harry Potter theme going on his side. So when I'm done loving all my Harry Potter, that's where all my Harry Potter warmers will likely end up. But I will be enjoying it for a little bit first. So you've got the train coming out of Platform 9 3/4. That's the dish. So it's an all-in-one warmer. So because it's an element warmer, the only way you're going to know it's turned on is when you push this button. Normally that's a red button that will light up, but they've got it as a white one to light up. So they've actually built the element indicator into the warmer design itself. So it's blinking like the train is coming out at you. So that is the Hogwarts 9 3/4 warmer. That is so cute. So the next one I want to play with. So let's do the one that I'm not going to play with as much in the other box, and then we'll pull out the next one. Hold on just a moment though while I make some room. Okay, so this particular warmer actually came with 3 bars. It's not from the Halloween collection, but as I said, the last warmer in the Halloween collection is the one I'm most excited for, but I want to play with you guys with it. So we're going to talk about the other warmer that came in a different collection. So they recently had a pre-order for Disney's 50th anniversary of the Disney Castle. And it came with 3 specially designed bars for the 50th anniversary. I don't believe this is available to put into Scentsy Club. I don't know if it will be available to put into Scentsy Club, but to get these bars you had to get the warmer. So this is the Walt Disney 50th anniversary iridescent bar, and do I have the scent notes here, or is it not in here because it was a pre-order? I will have to have a look. As I said, you can't buy them separately, so I don't know if I have the scent notes for this particular bar. It'd be in my workstation somewhere when we did the pre-orders, but I don't know if that's easily accessible. Let me just quickly type in and see if I can bring up the scent notes for you. I think this might be it. Sparkling mix of natural elements from cedarwood and citrus to peony and apple blossom blends Disney's themes with an added touch of wonder. So I feel like if you liked willow flower and vanilla, you would like this. It's got that powdery floral finish to it, but there's a sweetness coming out from a fruity note, which I think is the apple blossom. So it's still smelling quite floral, but it's bringing like a fruity sweetness to it. that's kind of what I'm getting. I'm getting a watery floral mixed with a powdery floral and something a little bit fruity when I smell iridescent. So that came with 3 bars. It's very pretty. It's something that I would enjoy in summertime. As I said, this isn't available for purchase. It's not available to put into Scentsy Club. Whether at a later date, once the period to claim anyone that's placed pre-orders on this, whether when that period ends, they decide, people that maybe decided not to take their pre-orders, if they've got any extra stock, then release it. They could potentially then release it onto the website and then allow for this bar to go into Scentsy Club. But at the moment, no, there hasn't been any word about that. They're just at the moment taking people that placed pre-orders for this particular item and allowing them to claim for it. So let's have a look at the warmer, shall we? So when you open it, you get the little picture of the actual Disney castle, and then you've got this gorgeous warmer dish which is iridescent itself. So you can see the iridescent girl with the 50 castle. I had to get this. I've got Cinderella's castle. I do have the mini warmer which I packed up to complete my Halloween decorations out of the way, but it normally sits, I've put some Halloween stuff there, I've put the bat and the cat, but my mini warmer will normally sit in front of that clock my father gave me to kind of go with our a Cinderella theme, but I kind of had to add this to the Cinderella theme. I couldn't resist. So this comes with a 20 watt or is it a 25 watt globe? So 20 watt globe. I see big chunks of glue down there for where they've glued the door in. So this is the warmer unlit, and the dish is going to go just sit like so in there. So let's plug it in, shall we? So this is the castle all lit up. So that's the 50th anniversary castle. Let's move this one out of the way so I don't send it flying like I did in my other video. And for the final item in my harvest collection. So I'm excited about this one. We have a pumpkin. So, and more things pumpkin. We have a pumpkin in Australia. Now, I have been envying all the pumpkin warmers that have been coming out in Region 1, wishing for it. Now, they've finally brought one to Australia. So I was right on this. So when you open these boxes, you usually have a quote from Heidi and Orville, our CEOs, and it says, "It takes courage to grow, fail, learn, and make mistakes on your journey to becoming your best self." So this one's made of mosaic glass, and the reason I've left this to last is because I want to play with some of the coloured globes. I'm always up for playing for coloured globes. So we have the dish. So the dish says it can take up to 4 cubes. And then we've got the cute little pumpkin stem lid. So, can't wait to get into this one. So, oops, I don't want to drop my globe and smash my globe before I even get a chance to light her up. So this is the 4 fairy tale pumpkin. So you're going to see like this mosaic, I guess, chrome look about it. Inside you see all those spots. So that's where the light's going to shine through and light up when you turn her on. It's so pretty. I've got a pumpkin. Okay. May or may not be a little bit of pumpkin excess. I sometimes think I was born in the wrong country. And really want the pumpkin scents. I really want them all. So, this is so exciting. Give me the light blue people. Come open. So this is just the plain coloured light globe, and then we're going to play with all the different colours in a second. Once I set this beautiful pumpkin up, so unlit, and then look at that shine through there. Oh, I'm in love. I've got to have my pumpkin. This is so tempting to go back and get a few of these, but I won't. I will make do with one, but it is so pretty. Okay. Now, let's play with some coloured globes, shall we? Just to see how majestic we can make this pumpkin. So, I'm going to start off with orange. Orange is always a great colour. As you can see, orange is one of my favourite colours to use at Halloween time. I have an orange globe in my haunted house there. I have an orange globe in my Jack's warmer. So an orange globe would probably be quite going in with my Halloween theme at the moment. So let's see what the orange globe looks like. Oh, look at that. So that just makes it even more pumpkin looking. Oh, it is so pretty. I'm in love. So that's what she's going to look like with an orange globe. Now, I do apologise if you're not getting the best look while I'm showing you. I don't want the light globes to heat up too much before change out, otherwise we'll be waiting for a while to change them out. So now I'm going to put a red globe in this baby and see what she looks like. So, unlit. And then the red globe. So that's very pretty too, but honestly, it looks very similar to the orange globe to me. Probably a little bit more darker in the red. So I kind of feel you get very much a likeness from the red and the orange. So that would work either way. Now, what is going to look different is going to be the green one. So, because we're going over to a completely different color spectrum now. So let's have a look at what the green light globe looks like, shall we? So that's giving it a very spooky, eerie look about it. Very witch-like with the green light. Now let's try the blue light, shall we? So that's very pretty, very, I guess, magical and whimsical with the blue light. And then the last coloured light I've got here is the purple. Now I kind of have a feeling the purple is going to be almost like a black light look. It's going to be very, very faint because it is a lot darker, so to speak. So there's the purple. As I said, it's coming through a lot darker, almost like a black light. So if you're in this in your bedroom or somewhere that you don't want a mass lot of light shining through, this would be the perfect colour for that. So that was my house tour, or my Halloween haul. I hope you enjoyed my little haul. I'm so excited to have a pumpkin. I can't wait to start playing with all the globes and deciding where I'm going to display it. So until then, stay safe and bye for now.